YouTube, what up, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Y'all here with me on another Wednesday. I'm just tapping in, you know what I'm saying, on this real true topic that, touches my heart, man, and it touches close to home too. And I mean it should if you're not desensitized and if you have a heart, and you actually give a damn about other people or you don't mind showing your sympathy, man, and empathy, right? So yeah, man. Just wanted to touch on this topic, man. This is a real true fact. Uh, you know, basically, man, if you don't have any kind of critical thinking, you probably wouldn't think. You see what I'm saying? Sorry about that. You probably wouldn't even be tripping off this, and tripping off this little topic. But if you on the channel, your critical thinking is at a high level, But yeah, man, they got money for wars, but can't feed the poor, man. Ain't that a bitch, right? And that's a real true fact and statement, man. These mugs, you know, you're not really, the United States and America is two different things. You're not really, a citizen or for actual American person, and a citizen for somebody that comes over here is two completely different things. Certain groups that come over here just get everything. A lot of times, they get stuff handed to them. There's no blowback, there's no pushback. You see what I'm saying? There ain't no talks of no criticizing or no, this person wants a handout and none of that, right? When certain groups request something or something like that, I noticed that. But when other groups ask for the same thing or try to receive the same thing or just want to receive something to where it's their just due, you see what I'm saying? Then it's a different story. It's a different situation. So that's the things I want to address too. Man, just know too. A lot of times too, man. People that come over here too. That's just another tax. Something to get taxes from, somebody to get taxes from, and another way to get taxes from, revenue from. Um, but a lot of times too, man. It's just. I mean, I just see that the game that they play. And I mean, it is what it is, man. You can't really you know, uh, get upset or stuff like that that you out of your hands, man, and stuff that you can't really control, situations that you can't control. That's different. You can't really trip off that. But I just think, and I know too. From what I see, um, it's just a lot of us just don't realize, man. It's just not even just the politics, but it's the whole layout of what's going on in the United States right now, man. And it's been like this for a while, though, and now that you think about it, even when you're a certain age, you see it. Tupac quoted that, right? And I've said that. I've heard people say that. As I was growing up and stuff like that. They got money. Whatever Monel was going on, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Yeah, I've heard that before as I was growing up. So it's just your currency to these people. Your tax revenue to these people, right? Because y'all got to think they're still printing and throwing this out of thin air, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not backed by nothing. Um, we're just numbers, right? We just that's all it is. We just numbers. We just basically, and we don't see it. A lot of us, we don't see and don't really realize what's going on, man. Because that day to day hustle, bustle, go to work, go to school, uh, dealing with families. You know what I'm saying? You got kids. That day to day, so much things distract you from, um, you know, the regular day to day operations that's going on. Um, and the crazy thing about it is too, you got to really think and just stop and ask yourself, what up, what up, King David, salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. So you got to ask yourself, man, what the, you know what I'm saying? What what's this really all about? You know what I'm saying? But it's money because look, war is big money, right? So you know what I'm saying. So war is big money. I'm gonna drop the link for you, big dog. So war is money. You see what I'm saying? It's a racket. So I understand. You see what I'm saying? They you know they've been doing this for a long time and either disrupting companies, countries, you know, disarming them, taking their natural resources, right? And in exchange they take, well, more than exchange, but they take a lot of you know, like the thing within the 80s with Cuba or whatever. I guess they were saying that those they were taking the criminals from what I've seen too. They were taking, and it's just like and stuff like that, and taking, you know, people from large amounts of people from Cuba in the 80s, right? Um, and it's just a crazy little situation because it's like they doing the same thing. It's the same playbook, man. You know, it's just a decades, 2 decades later, whatever the case be. And it's just like we're not tired of this. You know, I mean, we practice insanity, man. We practice insanity, especially us black people. We practice insanity like a motherfucker. But these other people too, the groups do too. Um, you know, I just that's why, you know, I hear different races saying different things about these situations, but them, you know, these same different races go right along with the program. They go right along with the flow. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like we're all comfortable, especially us. You know, we mad comfortable though. You know what I'm saying? We're stupid comfortable. You know, so nothing's really gonna get done. We're comfortable in the state that we in. Um, just like the what's the name, the January 6th shit and shit like that be fake and staged to make you really think. You see what I'm saying? That was just some operative shit with with the Republicans and shit, and you know, to make the selection of Joe Biden a couple years ago or last year, excuse me, a year and a half ago, to make that selection seem more fit and make it seem like it was you know, the best decision. But that shit was all bullshit though. It's all, well, we all know it's bullshit. But so you know, so there's not gonna be no real revolt, no real revolution. There's not gonna be no real takeover, no real nothing, or just taking back you see what I'm saying? You know, your rights and shit like that. And you know, human rights as humans, see, and that's another thing. We get caught up in the civil rights thing, which most of that is mostly discrimination, right? So but see, the thing is when a cop kills you or shoots you and shit, that's gonna be totally different than civil rights and shit, because you know that's gonna be human rights, right? We're gonna talk about human rights. See, the thing is, you don't really see too many motherfuckers. I don't, you know, in the United States practicing human rights or human right laws and stuff like that. It's just you see these a lot of these agents, you know, they be the civil rights lawyers and they be the agents. It's like a lot of these leaders be the agents. You know, I be trying to tell people, man, don't, you know, let's not forget what's this dude's name? J. Edgar Hoover said he's going to give you the Messiah. He's going to give you. You see what I'm saying? Let's not forget what he said, and he was right. You know, my thing, if you're a real, I'm not even want to say leader and shit. If you're really for us and shit, why would you be in any kind of secret Masonic group at all? You see what I'm saying? Because when you're in a Masonic group, you're still with white. You know what I'm saying? That's still a white. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. See, with the thing, and then a lot of times too, people get into societies like that too, so they won't do. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get more for themselves, and they really want. A lot of them want to learn some kind of divine knowledge or some kind of sacred knowledge and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what that be about too, though. That's what that be about too. That's what that be about too, man. So let's just keep it 100, man. A lot of them become that. You see what I'm saying? You got the Eastern Stars, you got all that. You know what I'm saying? The Prince Halls, the Boule, and it's just like, I mean, honestly, see, and they know that too. They know, okay, I'm gonna join this society, but see, it's all some selfish shit because okay, I'm gonna join this society strictly for you. So I'm saying you know, your own personal gain and shit. Like that's just like for own purpose, own personal gain, resources and reasons and shit. You know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense. And that shit is kind of corny to me. If you really ask me, that shit is corny because um when there's a price to pay. You can't, they're gonna make sure and you know they're gonna be on you like, no, you can't fucking do this and that for your, you know what I'm saying? You can't even you shit, and that's the case if you want to do something maybe or something like that, you might have to go foreign and shit. You see what I'm saying? And not domestic and shit and do something for your people domestically. That's not, you see what I'm saying? Because that could help and shit when you do something domestic. You see what I'm saying? That could actually, we could actually see some difference and shit. We could actually see some progress and shit in this country when stuff is done domestically. You know what I'm saying? By these certain motherfuckers and shit. But yeah, King David Monell, man. Okay, let me read your comments. Wars for power, yeah, money, man. We are just pawns in the game. Exactly. Yeah, those who believe in war are being programmed. Exactly. And it really don't take, man. I mean, honestly, man, the average person and shit, especially these older cats and shit, they're not gonna, they're gonna listen to us like, oh, these young motherfuckers and shit. They don't, whatever case. But that's not even the case. That's not the thing. That's not how that works. That means, I mean, it's sad because the younger, these younger generations and shit is thinking way more critically than y'all. So who's the ones that gave up? Who's the ones that submitted and shit? It's not us and shit, It's not us and shit. That shit is weird though. How we got to disconnect this shit with these elders and shit, man, or these older people and shit. But y'all people, what I'm saying though, these people be joining these societies for a reason. You got to watch people like that, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. We see why, and I said that to somebody in the gym earlier, and he was like, "Oh, you got to get off that kind of thinking." No, I don't have to get off that kind of thinking. So these leaders are the reasons why what I'm saying, why we're in the position we're in. And I'm not talking about me or as an individual, whatever the case is, this individual case. And I'm not talking about that. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about as a whole. And see, I could tell when he said that he thinking in an individual mindset. We think, you see what I'm saying, too much with an individual. You feel what I'm saying? Too much. Hold on for a second, y'all. But yeah, we got to stop doing that, man. It's like if you we are actually a whole group. You see what I'm saying? And then see, believe it or if we like it or not and shit, people label us and look at us as a group and shit. So that, you see what I'm saying? So I mean, we can't. Who are we fooling here? You see what I'm saying? Who are we fooling? But yeah, I mean, y'all see how where the money just comes. You see, the thing is too, the price of a dollar been going down. It's been, you see what I'm saying, in other countries. That's why the euro is way more, you see what I'm saying, than the dollar. People, oh man, you go to Mexico with you go to Mexico and shit with you know what I'm saying, with regular money and shit, man, it's double. Or you go to this country, this state, you know what I'm saying, or this country with money, that shit is double, triple. Motherfucker shit. Imagine if you had euros. Go to that country with euros. Go to that motherfucker with some euros. You see what I'm saying? Go to other these countries with euros. Trust me, your shit is going. You think that, man? You think the American dollars? You know what I mean? Doubles or triples. But don't the news always props up these wars. The news always, you know what I'm saying, bigs these wars up there that makes them bigger, makes it in either bigger than what it is, or puts a different what's the name? Not even conclusion. Excuse me. Puts a different spin on it, right? You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. They're selling you the information and shit. So you're dependent strictly on, you know what I'm saying, what they're saying is facts and shit. That's another thing too, man. That's why motherfuckers don't want to refute the news and shit when they talk that shit. Motherfuckers don't want to go against that. People don't want to go against that, right? Because you automatically, they have that stamp and a seal of approval, news, right? Oh, this is supposed to be real. You see what I'm saying? This is supposed to be real. Does that make sense what I'm saying, yo? This is supposed to be facts, right? You see what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. Yeah, real quick now. Sorry about that, but yeah, oh man, that's true. The poor keep the rich rich like a motherfucker. You ain't lying. You was not lying. Man, David, spin that true. That's real. That's true. And see, the thing is, sorry about that, y'all. The wealth. See, the thing is too. People talk about the reparations argument. I mean, they're acting like that for a couple of reasons. I don't really want to break too much. I'll just break one reason down. They're acting like that too because they, I don't. I mean, honestly, it's really not. It's they have these people. See, it's not just you can't just give motherfuckers. Oh, okay, okay, we can give every black person whatever $400 something thousand, right? And think, oh, it's okay, okay, that's it, what I'm saying? That's the ends of means, but that's gonna, decrease the racial wealth gap. How is it going to decrease the racial wealth gap? How is it going to decrease that shit? Not at all, because these people have institutions now. How many years or so wherever it's been? You see what I'm saying? These people got institutions. They got companies. They got corporations. You can't. Well, they still have more wealth. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like that's another thing too. Oh, a lot of us. I think a lot of us are blind, man. A lot of us are. You see what I'm saying? We don't be the critical thinking skills are low. Good. Critical thinking skills are low. You know. And it's just like it's sad, it's a sad little situation though. To be honest with you, man. That's what I'm saying. And we're not critically thinking, right? We not like I said, it's just like when the news tells you something, you automatically think it's 100% correct. You see what I'm saying? We automatically think it's 100% true. I don't understand, man. I really just don't get it. But I mean, I get it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us are politically lazy. We're intellectually lazy. We're not trying to read. We're not trying to just, and then not even just read, research. We're not really trying to, you see what I'm saying? Really deeply go into, you see what I'm saying? These documentaries and these documents and shit like that, and really, get the truth out of them and gather the truth out. And we're not trying to do that, man. We're really not. And it's the thing is, it's a wild little situation too because it's like this shit gets old, man. After a while, she think it would get old and shit, but like I said, I think a lot of American people are insane or have some kind of insanity. It's just like because how get how this and that. Well, we're not gonna stop using the whistling. We're not gonna all come together and say, you know what, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna boycott by not even using no gas on. Everybody just don't go to work, don't do. You know what I mean? We're not gonna do that. See, but at the same time, a lot of our business wouldn't be handled, and I understand that. You're looking at that, and you're thinking, you're looking out for yourself and your family. So I understand that situation. Reason why cats wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying, like, don't listen to these white liberals. I mean, and conservatives either, though, because they talk all that shit. They're not going to do nothing either, though. They're not going to boycott. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that trucker shit, you know what I mean? That's something a little different, whatever. But as far as that's a smaller scale. But as far as every damn near body in America, like, nah, we good. You see what I'm saying? And people aren't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna and see the government knows this. This has been psychological. See, that's what test runs and all that's for. You know what I'm saying? To see how much, maybe with the harp and shit, hit them with the storms and the you see what I'm saying? Hit them with these stupid ass bills and the stupid ass laws they pass. You see what I'm saying? Bullshit. Let's hit them up. Okay, let's go with the three strikes and the crime bill and all this. You see what I'm saying? And then have this motherfucker like what over what, you know what I'm saying? 20 years later, we'll have the same motherfucker that wrote the bill be the president. You know what I'm saying? Just semantics, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild. Just you see how everything is playing out. And then that's why they fund the military like that. But military spending, man, that's just the crazy thing about it is the Democrats and the Republicans want to keep it like that to where the military is funded, right? But they want to keep it to where the people are funded. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? You know, but Yeah, man. I just think it's a. So they probably will, even though the news is probably propaganda, but we bringing these people over from Afghanistan. I mean, what's the other ship from Ukraine? Notice how they did this in the beginning of this year. They did the same thing. Excuse me, y'all. They did the same thing with the Afghanis. You see what I'm saying? It's like history repeats itself, but people repeat the history, right? But just different time, different people doing, what I'm saying, the same agenda. But what do y'all think about this shit, man? This situation, man. It's just like shit is fuck. It's just wild. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like this, man. But so they let the Afghanis come over here. You see what I'm saying? Left all that shit. I mean, Dave was simple. I mean, it's the plan is it got to be, just. I mean, I really think, aggregating the money. You see what I'm saying? Not buying, stop the holidays, stop all that unnecessary, you know, predatory lending and spending and all, all that bullshit, and just, put the money together, man, and and just, come together more, man, and unify, man. But I know that's impossible and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. They'll never care, man. And but we got to really come, just just really be serious about the shit though, man. And but see, how could you be so serious and be so comfortable at the same time? So I mean, what do y'all think, man? You know, true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right because this society, when comes to society, comes as government. You see what I'm saying? Word, word. The society comes as government. You know what I'm saying? And this government, so you being in the society, you got to put up with this government. You see what I'm saying? Sooner or later. So that's how I look at it, man. Yeah, you definitely got to come and something with something, and definitely face this government. So you're right. Breaking off from the society is I mean that would have to happen. But see, the comfortability that we in, man, we're just too damn comfortable. We're too damn comfortable, man. It's like, that shit it's a motherfucking, it's a headache, man. It's a headache. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle, and you just go around, man, and around and around and around. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And these, okay, so billions of dollars that these cats already gave. I mean, I've seen even though this is coming from the news, I've seen in the gym a laundry list of things that it is, Monel. It is set up to distract us. A laundry list of things that these people and ammunition and weapons that America gave to Ukraine. It's like billions of dollars, letting them come over here. It's just like, see, that's the thing is, man, you got a lot of these, these YouTube channels and stuff like that saying, oh man, reparations, this, we got to get this and that. It's just like, I think we have to try something, we gotta hit it a different kind of, there's something else different, something different, because these people, they're not trying to, they're not budging. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the Democratic Party is going to keep doing stuff like this and shit, shady, undermined shit, because they know that people are going to keep voting for them. Our people are going to keep voting for them, man. They ain't no if, ands, or doubts about that shit. They're gonna keep voting for these motherfuckers, man. It's just like, and see, that's how you know something is wrong. That's how you know something is wrong with us. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, that insanity. Here comes that insanity, man. You don't keep, for one, if it's something that's not working, man, you don't keep trying to. You see what I'm saying? We don't fix force it, right? You don't try to keep, pushing that issue with it, man. And another thing too, see the reparations thing. I mean, or reclamation, reclaiming land and shit like that too. You see what I'm saying? These people aren't gonna budge at all. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, they're not budging at all. These people, and you see what I'm saying? Everybody else purposely, they're putting everybody else in front of us purposely to do just that, to put certain things in our face, to throw certain things in our face, to, you see what I'm saying, to try to like make us jet like almost on it sound, it's gonna sound like silly right now when I say it. It's gonna sound funny, but jealous like of these other groups. You see what I'm saying? Or envious of these other groups that are getting, it's psychology is, I mean, people in the government, man, they study, man. They study us, man. Let's just keep it real. They study us. The government studies you. You know what I'm saying? They study us. Let's just be honest and shit. So they know, that this the effect that this has on the mind, on the human mind and psyche. They know it. You see what I'm saying? They know what they're doing, and but at the same time, they want to. They know too, because they know that their birthrights and stuff like birthright, but their births are low. You see what I'm saying too, and they know that the future. You see what I'm saying? They know that other people and other groups are going to outnumber them, right? So it's just like what best way to do it. You see what I'm saying? But to actually, you see what I'm saying, have people actually new to this land be the ones. You see what I'm saying? Well, because a lot of them, let's just keep it 100. A lot of them are the same lineage and shit. So have them, you see what I'm saying, take over. That's how that is, man. And have some kind of say so over here. And I mean, it's already happening, man. And it's crazy, man, because the people that's really indigenous to this land are really, you see what I'm saying, of this land and shit, and of many lands. A lot of times they don't get they. It's obvious how they get treated, that they're the real people and the real owners of these lands. You see what I'm saying? And other people that ain't get, you see what I'm saying, get more than them and shit, man. It's a sad thing, man. But okay, ammunition, money, you shelter, food, you see what I'm saying? You name it. I mean, I've seen all types of stuff that the US has given to these people, man. And it's just like, and then they smother in the airwaves with nothing but Ukraine this, Ukraine that. They ain't really slightly talking about the the jab and the Rona. But see, that lets you know too that they're pushing the mark, and they're pushing another and a different agenda. Um, you see what I'm saying? And it's just like we fall right into it. You see what I'm saying? Especially wanting to be a part of the winning team. So that's psychologically, that's where we're at. We want to belong and belong to this bullshit. So we could be like, oh, I'm a part of this society, or I'm a part of this. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, it's a sad thing, because lives are actually being lost and shit, man. If people over there are really are really going through it, and are really at some kind of conflicts and stuff like that. All types of stuff is in jeopardy when that kind of stuff happens. You figure, man, all types of stuff is in jeopardy, and all types of stuff is happening. But look what's going on with us, right? You got food shortages, right? I mean, the inflation is ridiculous, right? Gas is almost $6 over here. In certain places in California is above $6. You see what I'm saying? It's just you got psyops and a lot of these fake trials, and you got a lot of bullshit going on, and it's just like the Jesse Smollett thing. I just seen somebody's on somebody's YouTube that he got acquitted or some shit already, and it's just like, it doesn't work like that, dude. How do you get sentenced and get acquitted one sentence one day and then acquitted the next day? Like, we don't think, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't be thinking. We don't be really paying attention to to crisis acting. That's what that is. And we just, I mean, you figure we're so used to something. You're so used to something. How's it going to be out of the norm to you? How's it going to look out of the norm to you? You see what I'm saying? How's it going to look out of the ordinary to you if you're so used to something, right? If you're so used to something being a certain way, or a certain situation, you see what I'm saying, playing out a certain way, man, how you gonna you're gonna be used to it, man. It's just like, that's another form of the psychology that we talking about, right? So I don't know, man. I just here go. It's just it's the same playbook, but it's just a different time, and it's a different incident with a different country. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, man. I just think that shit. I just think everything, man. It's just a repeat. Put it on. Put it on repeat, and but that's on. I mean, that's on the people, though, man. That's really on the people, I think, too, man. You know, but because that January 6th, that was definitely that was all psyoped out. That the government that day was all planned. But if somebody were to do something like that on a larger scale, um, honestly, from according to the Constitution and shit, man, and you know, was in the Declaration of Independence and shit too. They were saying that you could make another government and shit like that, and kick your old one out. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not serving you, man, and they're not, I mean, what are these? How are these? How is the government serving us, man? Serving us a bunch of bullshit. That's what they're serving us. Um, you got a high inflation and shit. No stimulus checks, right? You got a high, they're not giving you nothing back. But it's you know what I'm saying. And this is like I was talking to a couple of people, and they was like, "Well, shit, man, this is all that was from the, this is just they just taking back from the stimulus checks and this and that." And I'm like, you might have a point. Um, this is definitely not about no damn Russia. I'll tell you that. It ain't about no Russia, man. But Putin ain't doing none of this, man. So, yeah, exactly. Same old song, different lyric. You know, Putin ain't doing none of this, man. And don't just go on and believe the mainstream media. You know what I'm saying when they go on and report something like this, man, because that where's their facts? Stating, where's their facts to back that up? It's all we're seeing and stuff. We're just getting stuff regurgitated by the mainstream media, and we're getting that shoved down our throats. So how will we know? Does that make sense? How will we know? You see what I'm saying? If any of that stuff that the media, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what media, Fox, whoever, right? Any of that stuff is true that they're reporting. But I mean, I just think it's weird. I just think it's sad, man. I think it's a sad, incident. It's a sad situation and shit. I just think, man, but we got to definitely do something, man. As time goes by, the clock keeps ticking and ticking and keep going and going. We can't just sit around and keep talking about this, man. It's like some actual work needs to be done. That's how I look at it, man. And it needs to be done, like straight up. And then, too, we got to lead by example from the younger generations too, man. So we don't want to be looking crazy, man. And then they be looking crazy. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, be like King David said, man, we definitely gotta have to separate because even being a part of the society and being in the societies, you're gonna be prone to the same kind of bullshit, the same kind of shenanigans. But I mean, just it's crazy with just I mean, these cats are giving what's the name so much, man. They giving Ukraine. I mean, damn. But see, they don't even give people. They don't even give. I mean, why is there any kind of homeless situation in this country? Anybody tell me this? But see, that makes sense. You figure the most capitalist country, the most homeless people. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. That's bars right there. That's bars right there. That's all that is. This shit done got crazy. And then two, you got the lobbyists. You got people buying politicians. You got, the politicians doing their bidding. They're not gonna do. See, the thing is, I tell people you're not giving any of these politicians money, right? Well, maybe some people be donating and shit like that, but you're not funding these people's campaigns like that. You're not doing none of that, like stuff like that. So, maybe in certain cases, but so who are they gonna listen to? The lobbyists, the bankers, and the lobbyists. You see what I'm saying? Or are they gonna listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's not funding their campaign. You gotta look at it like that too. But we're not looking at it like that from a political standpoint. A lot of us are politically lazy. A lot of us think voting is everything. I don't know what these, these older people be thinking, man. But I guess they think voting is the end all be all and shit. So I think that's kind of strange. Yeah, they really think that, man. They really think, you know what I'm saying? And that's not it at all. You got to buy your politicians. And then even if you do vote and shit or vote on something or right on a local, whatever kind of level, man, you got to vote on something with some tangibles and some substance. You see what I'm saying? Quick pro quo, right? You do something for me, I do something for you. That's what politics is about. It's not about being in your emotions or your feelings and saying, "Oh, I like this guy, and I like this guy." Are we? I mean, are we talking about Young and the Restless? Are we talking about All My Children? Are we talking about the soap operas? Are we, you know what I'm saying, Love and Hip Hop? Or are we talking about motherfucking politics? Which one are we talking about? We gotta. I mean, see, we don't. People, other groups see that we don't take this shit seriously, man. So that's why they give us bullshit. Well, my bad, they don't give us anything, and they still expect your vote, right? In the second quarter or in the fourth quarter, right? They really still expect your vote, and that shit is, and we still vote. But it's not like I said. It's not anybody on this feed though, man. It's these older people, man, and people's family members and stuff like that, man, and making these decisions and shit, and telling you to make bad decisions and shit, bad choices and shit. That's not a good choice to vote for any of these motherfuckers, to be honest with you and shit. And see, but we look crazy though too because I don't, I mean, I think that's really crazy and shit, man. Because Donald Trump was talking about 500. Oh, he was talking about half a trillion for black businesses and shit for that platinum plan, right? We still didn't vote for him. We voted for a motherfucker that said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black." Ain't that something? See, we're cool with motherfuckers disrespecting us and undermining us and shit. We're okay with that. That's a no problem right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a, I'm not tripping off that type deal. Other people see this. These politicians see this, right? These lobbyists see this. These people see this. So that's why they don't have no agenda. Oh, people, how come there ain't no agenda for us? And what you talking about? You're not even paying the politician. You're not even putting an agenda out for yourself in the behind closed doors. You're not even. You see, right? Cats don't even have blueprints or mapped up plans and stuff that they got already, man. So I mean, we can't we can't go there with that one. You see what I'm saying? We got to really we got to be ready, man, and have something to bring to the table. If somebody decided, right, to have some kind of funding right there, or have some kind of bigger platform or something like that, or then that's the case, or or the politician was willing to hear us out, or hear, you know what I'm saying, or say he'll push our agenda, right? That's different, but we still have to have something, with that. So I mean, that's how that works. That's how that works. You can't be bullshitting around, like my pops be saying, man. You cannot bullshit around. We gotta definitely be on point, like a motherfucker, man. And but I mean, so they're giving all this aid to Ukraine, right? They didn't even want to give the American people $1,400 for a stimulus check. You see how that works? I mean, I just think, or they'll say, "Oh man, we don't got enough for reparations," or you know what, reparations will cost trillions or this and that. Man, they get for amongst look, damn near trillions amongst them and the Afghanis who put that together, the aid and stuff like that, and they gave them and the Afghanis put that together. Man, that's damn near that's damn near what they're talking about right there. And I mean, we got to do for self, man. That's the solution. Fuck the damn government, man. We got to get off the government's tip, man, because they don't care, right? They don't, you know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, they not trip. See, they want it to be they want it to really be some, like on some like a lot of AI shit, really too, to keep it 100 with you. But they want they don't want they just they want what they want, right? They just want a lot of people that's not from here to be the majority. You see what I'm saying? And it's obvious. You see, it's real obvious. You see what I'm saying? It's obvious, right? Um, you got rights and everything like that, man. But we gotta really, I don't know. We gotta just get. We gotta. I don't know about that. You know, we gotta start acting like this shit, man, and just come together, man. And but I mean, that's easier said than done. That's really that's all I can say, man. That's easier said than done. We could talk that stuff to the cows come home, and but that's easier said than done. We got to really get cracking. Really, you know what I'm saying, on a political level too. But we can't see, the thing is, people should not be voting like that. A lot of people, right? Unless you're some kind of juror or something, though, or jurist, excuse me. and that's somebody that's versed in law, right? So well versed in law. So somebody something like that. I mean, then that's. But if you don't know nothing about no politics, why are you? And see, these politicians know that, right? And these church leaders and stuff, they be pushing that too. Y'all peep that? They know that. That's why they push these black people to do that. That's why they push these black people to vote, because they know they're gonna be in their emotions and they're gonna be in their feelings, right? And they know that they don't have no really political standpoint on it at all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's deep. It cuts deep, man. It cuts deep. You know what I mean? And we just gotta stop playing with this, man. But I mean, there's so much. They got that money, man. They got us, really versed and caught up on that money. That's the thing. That's one thing right there and shit. And that's a problem. That's a problem. You know, that's where we got. That's where we stuck. Everything, infrastructure. And then shit. You got a lot of other people in other countries like China and shit like that own some of our infrastructure, right? You didn't have the outsourcing back in the days, right? That outsourced a lot of our shit to China. So it just seems like the government been already established this, right, and planned this out for what it was, and and trying to basically have it to where we really can't own nothing. We really don't have no power. Um, they want to make it to where we're so desensitized that we don't look at that funny when they when they bring people over here, when they give them aid. You see what I'm saying? We so desensitized to like fuck each other and fuck these other American people that when they bring these people over here, we don't look at that like, You see what I'm saying? We're so comfortable and have a lack of pride so much to where we're not really tripping off that. Oh, okay, life goes on 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And entertainment, whatever the fuck, social media, right? So we desensitize, man. We don't see that that's a problem. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's mad built on fear. We don't see that that's a problem. Not thinking that's anything of them. These people being over here and being brought over here, man. That's wild, and getting so much tangibles. I mean, with the Afghani, what they say, welfare, food, room to board, all this shit. It's just like, but at the same time, let's just do for self, man. And we don't need that shit anyway, right? That's how I look at it. At this point, man, we don't need that shit. We don't need their bullshit. We don't need that. We don't need none of this shit, right? But if we came together and aggregated our money, we really would see, more so that we don't need this shit. You see what I'm saying? We really would see that more so, like, okay, and really appreciate the the fact that we working with each other. I really appreciate that, man, and that's the thing right there. That is the thing, man. That's the key right there. I mean, it's a wild thing, man. And to look at on like say if you was in the army and the military, or something, look at it on a level like that or aspect like that. Look how much money that they're giving. Ammunition and all this stuff and supplies and weapons and vehicles and all this shit that America's giving them. What if But a lot of these homeless, old school veterans and stuff like that, are on the streets homeless. They're poor, right? So, I mean, just make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. You know, you gotta look at it like this too. Whoever the media props up, is the people that you gotta look. You might have to turn the other way. When it comes down to that, whoever the media prop up, look, you got to turn that other way. Because it's like, the media's propping them up. I can't fuck with them, right? I can't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. The media's fucking with them. Nah, I can't fuck with them. I mean, that's what you got to do, because the media is telling, just like these holidays, right? They're telling you, buy everybody that you love gifts one day. That's Christmas, right? You know what I mean? You know, what else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, spend a day to say that you're thankful for and eat with your family. That's Thanksgiving, right? You see what I'm saying? It's just like spend a day and pick a day to where you could really show the person that you love them by buying them something, maybe some chocolates or something. That's Valentine's Day. It's just and this is all to give back to the government. It's all money. All these holidays is money days, right? So I mean, we gotta really just I don't know, just dig deep into this shit, man, and really just what I'm saying, break it down for what it is, man. This is I mean, it's wild. It's gonna keep going. It'll be another conflict or something. After this one's over, or. And the crazy thing about it is, the United States supposedly is not even. You know what I'm saying? Like really into this conflict is we're indirectly in it, and it's just like you don't even see no other NATO countries talking about going in, or you see what I'm saying, or report of this country, willing to go in, or no, they're gonna send it. No, this country will not go into. You see what I'm saying? You don't see that on the news. You just see America, and that's fishy right there. That's real fishy. I mean, we got to really come to some kind of But see, we're too divided on so many different levels, though. We divided on the sex, religion, race, so-called what else, right? On so many different aspects of shit we divided on and oh shit, my bad, political party, right? That's the biggest division, right? And that's another thing with how they push motherfuckers to vote and just the politics on people too, the fake politics on people too, is that that's gonna do better. It's gonna come back and appease their party, and it's gonna come back and appease this other's party. You see what I'm saying? In the Ukraine war, the military industry making billions of it. That's what I'm saying. See, that's another thing. See, damn, Monel, see, you kind of remember you broke it down a couple weeks ago when he was like, what'd you say? Now you said the war on COVID. You know what I'm saying? They lost the war on COVID or whatever. Now it's the war on, you know what I'm saying, on oil and shit, man. You was like, it's time for these oil companies and these motherfucking and these fuel industries to make their money, right? That's so true. So now it's time for the the military industrial complex to make they cut. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, they lost the war at this, so we're gonna give you the war at that. I'm honestly, man. Anytime the big media is on something, that is a dead giveaway. I don't know why y'all don't see that. How is the media? How is the media there? Anybody answer me that question? How is the media there? If this is so real and they invading the airstrike and they shooting and this and that, why the fuck would the media be in that country in the first place? Somebody said hazard pay. Really? I mean, see, that's how we don't critically think, man. You don't want to be the biggest journalist that bad or be in the motherfucking anchorman chair that bad and shit to where, you know what I'm saying, you get your motherfucking head blown off. See, we don't think, man. We don't think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit is and see, the thing is, they're not telling you about the Nazis, right? The news ain't gonna tell you about the Nazis. It ain't gonna tell you about how they got Nazis there. They got Nazis, right? But yet the person that's running Berlinski, whatever his name is, he a Jewish cat. So make that make sense. See, they talk about this Farrakhan and anti-Semitism and stuff like that when they want to apply it, right? But they be right in the mix of actual Nazis, and you don't see the same lamestream media applying that same pressure, right? Or making any comparisons or analogies to that, right? So what is that? What we talking about here? That's burnt. That's real burnt out. I mean, and Melnell's right. They made billions already, man. So we look at anything on the news or anything that kind of stories or anything like that they bring up to you is money makers, bro. That's what that is. Somebody making money or about to make money or making some kind of profit, right? Or going along with some kind of profit margin. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, man, they and then see the homeless. Look at the homeless percent population out in California. It's crazy. Look at the homeless percent. It was like what? How many percent of I forget of homeless black people in LA alone? It's like 30 something. I forget. It was crazy. A ridiculous amount. There's a lot of black people homeless in LA. Let's keep it real. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of black people homeless in Santa Ana and shit, though. Like, so it's just like it's a crazy situation and shit. You know what I mean? We're not talking about that. They're not going to do. Reagan cut the funding in the '86. What 80 some? The '86, I think. The funding for that for sheltering and housing the mentally unstable and stuff like that. Right? He didn't. And even people that just displaced people, right? Homeless people. So what does that say about Ronald Reagan? What does it say? That was a Republican. So I mean, it's both Republican, Democrat. Neither one of them give a damn. This is a Democrat we under right now. What is he doing about the homeless population? Not one time. It's been a year plus something. I haven't heard this dude talk about homelessness at all. You don't hear Gavin Newsom, Gavin Newsom. You don't hear him talking about homelessness. There was that farce like it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that, to where he was supposed to be like a billion or so. I forget how many. Some however much it was supposed to be for funding. Man, there was this. I don't see no difference. I don't see nothing got built or put up or anything like that for homeless people. I don't see the difference. I don't. Did any of y'all see it? Nubian Page said nothing should be a surprise. If we had a legitimate country, we would have reparations for FBA, no mass incarceration and Skid Row. Or not even that 70 to 80% as trust. Yep. Me, I'm a property manager. Okay, word. Good looking out for coming through. Nubian Page, tapping in. Right. That's real spit though, And the thing is too, yeah, they do us dirty when it comes down to renting. The discrimination. I'm in California. Trust me, the discrimination is crazy. With some motherfucker you want to even rent your damn apartment. Trust me. I know, man. You know what I'm saying? To spend time in downtown LA, Skid Row, in my building's SRO apartment. Oh, okay, word. Yeah, man. Yeah. No doubt, man. I'm gonna have to come through one day, man, and shit, man. I'll just be fucking, man. But yeah, and I feel you. See, and that would humble people too, and that would really open people's eyes. You see what I'm saying? But they do us dirty, man. They really do us dirty, man. You know, they do us dirty, man, and the discrimination, all that we face, and then just getting an apartment, period, and certain people with the credit, or certain people with, you see what I'm saying? It's just that's another thing. But you're right. There wouldn't be none of that. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is too, what about let's talk about the what's the name? The stadium they built in Inglewood. You see what I'm saying? I forget what that shit's called. What about that? You see what I'm saying? The stadium that they built in Inglewood, for example. That displaced black homeowners, that displaced people, that made certain people homeless. We don't look at it like that. But see, Maxine Waters kind of pushed that, just like Jay-Z kind of pushed the Net Stadium in Brooklyn, right? That displaced a lot of people that look like us. So we don't, see. And the thing is, too, that's another thing, and that's another reason, another way to get us is entertainment, right? And the shock value. We're heavily entertainment and heavily, want to be entertained and entertainment like people and shit. So but see, we can't look at everything as entertainment, because everybody's gonna look at us as entertainment, as a motherfucking joke, like they've been looking at us, right? So, yeah, man. So, you really can't really, you got to really look at it in a certain perspective and shit, man. Because they are looking at us like a joke. But voting is not entertainment, man. I mean, if you're supposed to go there, it's like a game plan. It's like going to a gym, or it's going to a. You see what I'm saying? Like a fighter, you know what I'm saying, about to go into the boxing ring or something like that, man. You got to come with you got to come with some kind of game plan, man. You can't just be going and bullshitting around. You got to go serious. Okay, what's the agenda? Okay, what's this person? Okay, this person is pushing this and that. Like, for example, Marianne Williamson back in the day, she was trying to put some reparations bullshit, even though her numbers was really low. Okay, you think, okay, okay, what else is she on this and that? You feel what I'm saying? Okay, and what else is the other candidates talking about? You see what I'm saying? You got to start weeding these people out, especially women. I know y'all good at with the little shit tests and shit like that, weeding men out and shit like that. And yeah, you got to, we have to, as grown people, we have to start weeding and being critical of our decision making, right? And being comprehensive of the shit. Weeding candidates out, weeding, okay, this person, you got to go there with a plan. You got to go there with a strategy. You see what I'm saying? If the person's not uh, offering you any kind of tangibles, then that's it. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing to vote about. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Asians, they body politicians. Certain groups body politicians and shit. Certain groups be Democrats and then they'll turn fucking Republican. You see what I'm saying? Because they get what they want and they okay, move on, which is smart. I wish we was on it like that. You know, damn, I bet. And then Monel said that's why I would keep saying Russia, NATO, Germany, UK, France. None of them don't care about the people of Ukraine. All of them want is to control the resources of Ukraine. Ooh, they do got some resources in Ukraine too, huh? And see, that's the thing. That's the whole game plan. Every time you go, every time or Afghanistan, they see. That's how I don't understand why we didn't see, what I'm saying, the writing on the wall and see that 9/11 stuff was a bunch of BS because why would you go? You know what I'm saying? Saudi, they're supposed to be Saudis and shit. See, they didn't even get the. It don't matter if they got the story right or not because people are still going to believe. The majority of people still going to believe it, still do. You don't go. You see what I'm saying? Why did they go and get the Saudis? Because they know that the Saudis, a lot of royalty is. You know what I'm saying? They would. I think in certain countries and shit that are allies with the Saudis. We might have even been allies with the Saudis and shit. But see, the thing is, it don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So you don't go to Saudi though, but there's, like I just said, there's a reason why they did. But you go to Afghanistan, see, natural resources, boom. Oh, another thing that they got in Afghanistan is motherfucking drugs. You go to motherfucking what's the name? What's this shit called? Afghanistan and excuse me. So you go there, right? You go to Ukraine, right? Africa, they've been trying to juice and milk Africa. So see same thing, y'all know too, and a lot of people do not see the lamestream's not gonna tell you this, but the same day when they first start bombing and shit, the Ukraine or the supposedly bombing Ukraine, right? The situation because a lot of that footage is fake. For the first days or whatever conflict, they really was bombing the United States was bombing Somalia. See, they're not gonna tell you this. They ain't gonna tell you that on the news, right? They're not gonna tell you that they got a bunch of Nazis over there. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell you that shit. I mean, how come these conservatives, the white conservatives ain't talking about that shit either? Why is that? How come that's not a white conservative talking point? Right? Why is damn, right? Does that make sense what I just said, y'all? Or no? Oh no, it don't make no sense. Man, right? Yep, for that heroin, exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly what they did, right? Exactly what they did. And see, but see, we're not gonna look at that like that. You know what I'm saying? Even see people, even back in the day, they wasn't looking at it like that. They wasn't looking at it like that at all. They was going right along with the news narrative, like I just said, news, right? Right going along with their narrative. But I mean, if you really think and break this down, like I just broke down, for example, another thing, these so-called Saudi people, right? Saudi people that did the attackers, the hijackers, they said that they found one of their passports and shit at the site of 9/11. So okay, so flesh burns, motherfucking, the fiberglass and shit. Of course, okay, the fiberglass from the motherfucking plane that's gonna burn, right? The motherfucking right, all this stuff burns. Seats burn, plastic burns, flesh, but paper don't burn. So how do you find this man's passport snugly in perfect order and shit, and the plane just blew up and shit and disintegrated and shit, supposedly, right? See, we don't be thinking. A lot of people don't think, and they know that. Common sense isn't so common, right? Critical thinking isn't so critical now. You're not even, it'd be to the point where it's like people don't even think critically because you're the conspiracy theorist. You're the weirdo. Right, right, Monel, right, right. You're the weirdo. You're the conspiracy theorist. You're the person that's I'm gonna look at's funny. You're the person that I'm gonna tell other people not to believe. You're the person that you know what I'm saying. That your family members or your friends might not believe you. Right? You're that person. I get it, but let Fauci tell you it. We gonna believe it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is science. A lot of this stuff is fake. Period. Let's just keep it 100. Period. A lot of this shit is fake, man. It's here's a book called Holograph Mind by Michael Talbert. That's that shit talks about that. He talk about that. The stage events and stuff like that, and how this world's not really you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like Matrix type. Ooh, yep, yep. Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. That's Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip. They brought the Nazis over here. Yep, with that. Yep, to start the NASA project. See, and that's the thing. That lets you know that they weren't never. See, just like now, I don't believe. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really believe that America and Russia are really beefing like that. I don't believe it. I don't really think that Putin and Biden didn't they just a couple like shit like 2 months ago? Didn't they just have a speak? So supposedly talk on the phone and all this, and then this happens. Y'all don't think that's find that kind of suspect? Right after Biden and what's his name talk on the phone, and it's a war breakout, motherfucking Ukraine. Really? I don't know, man. I just think that a lot of people don't really. We're not focusing. We're not focusing, man. We not. We not. It's just the same old. It's the same old agenda that the media. You see what I'm saying? Hits you with. It's the same old, same old. Um, and that dog and pony show, right? Yeah, man. But I'm about to get off here, man, and I just wanted to tap in, you know what I'm saying, touch bases with y'all, man, on this Wednesday, man. Just break that down a little bit, man, to see how y'all would react to this and what y'all think about this. What was your thoughts too? But yeah, man, like, subscribe, you know what I mean? Hit the like buttons. If y'all could share this out, I appreciate that. If y'all could share this out to you know what I'm saying, to y'all social media, Facebooks, whatever, Instagram, that'd be dope. And I'm gonna holler back at y'all. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so y'all can probably catch me on a Saturday. I'll be back on this bad boy on Saturday. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to donate, you know what I'm saying, $ Frank JONEZ and then one, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Instagram, Frank Jones 8 well, yeah, Frank Jones 8115, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm gonna holler back at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. Nubian Page, appreciate you coming on. Manel, appreciate you coming on. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and I'm holler back at y'all.